Mark, hello, how are you?
Very well, thank you.
Good. How have the players reacted then to the loss on Tuesday?
Probably better off asking them that. Seemed alright in training today, so that's gone. Today's another day, Saturday's another game.
You said on Tuesday that it was you're frustrated with the lack of quality in the final third, but then the game before that you scored 4 goals. So for you as a manager, how do you sort of get your head around that?
Well, we scored 7 goals in 2 games before that. I think as a coach and a manager, I can put up with mistakes. I can put up with a lot of things, but we have to have that commitment and desire to want to go and win a game of football. And sometimes those things are enough. Sometimes those things are enough to get you a point or get you 3. And it was too much for us after the Lord Mayor's show on Tuesday, from the high and the euphoria of winning fantastically well in a brilliant performance at Fylde, to coming back down to earth, and the message before the game was whichever team turns up with the best attitude and commitment today will win. It won't be about tactics, it won't be about ability, it will come down to commitment and desire, and they had more than us, and that's a really frustrating thing. And I think that's what's frustrated the players more, that they realise that they just didn't turn up, and let's hope it's a one-off.
Since the start of the season then, you've sort of struggled with a few injuries. Is it a case of bringing another player in or on loan or something this season?
Not blaming injuries. That team was good enough to win at Fylde, good enough to win at Boston. But you can't carry players. You know, you have to have, in any game of football, 7 or 8 of your team have to be at it. You can't only have 2 or 3, and if you do, you get beat.
Altrincham on Saturday then, how do you think they will oppose here at Huish Park?
Very good football team. Very good to watch, some really good forwards, some good players all over the pitch. Try and play real, football, try and pass the ball, rotate. It'd be a real difficult game. And listen, we're at home, we've lost 3 home games, 1-0. We shouldn't have lost the other night. We did enough to get a point. We scored a goal that was a goal, was never offside. But we have to put on a performance at home. Our fans need to be invigorated. They need to be energised. We have to give them that. It was really quiet the other night, but that we have to give them something. That they weren't going to sing the way we were playing. Sometimes we need that, but that's fine. We have to give them something to cheer about, and we have to get the crowd going, and we have to make it that it's not a nervous atmosphere. It's an atmosphere where they're on the front foot with the team as well as we are.
I was just about to ask that. The next question was the Barnet manager, I think you may have seen on social media this week, has come out with a pretty powerful post-match interview about the fans getting behind him. I saw another question I was going to ask you. You sit the top half of the table in the National League. It's quite a good place to sit at the moment. Do you think that the fans should be a bit more positive to get behind you?
No comment.
Okay. And in terms of players then for Saturday, how are we looking?
Yeah, we're all right. We're okay. We're not going to blame. We never blame. We speak about it, but we never blame injuries, and that is just circumstance. We've got enough players to field a team. We are still looking. We've still got some money available for us to go and strengthen, but we want to bring the right players in. Like I said before, I can go and sign 100 players on loan, but I want to try and get the right type and make sure we get value for money.
Morgan Williams looking set for Saturday?
Yeah, Morgan's had another couple of days training. Tuesday was a bit too early. We're trying to look after him, but he's back, and he looked really good today in training.
All the best, Mark.
Thanks, Liam.
So, Mark, as we've just touched on, obviously, with injuries, do we have any time frames at all on Arroyo's return, or even Harvey Greenslade expected to be a bit longer, of course?
Arroyo, no. We're still waiting from Bristol City to get a definitive on what the second scan said and how long he's going to be. And Harvey, we think, will be another 3 to 4 weeks. So, listen, that's football. You're going to get injuries during the season. You have to deal with it.
We saw on social media that Ollie Thomas was in attendance on Tuesday night. Is there a chance of a third reunion, perhaps with a temporary relocation for him in the attacking reinforcements?
So Ollie is close friends with Raf. So Raf and Ollie came to the game together, and Ollie Thomas is injured at the moment. So the answer is no.
And looking at the attack as well, you mentioned about the bluntness. Is there a specific bit of work ongoing in training to address any bluntness in the attack? Obviously, Jarvis again doing as much as he can, but he can't really do it all on his own. Is there anything that's ongoing to address this concern?
Well, like I said, we scored 7 goals in 2 games before that, so it's not. I don't think it's anything that we're not doing in training. It comes down to, for me, it comes down to personal pride, and our forward players were incredible on Saturday, incredible. But the other night we weren't at it, and you know it's really hard as a team that if your front boys don't spark, it's really hard for the rest of the team to get up the pitch. And I'm sure on Saturday whoever plays will be right at it.
And sort of moving further back, obviously last season we had one of the best defences in the division. We've seen a couple of defensive errors leading to goals that have cost us points. Again, are there any concerns about the rise in defensive errors? Is there something again that can be addressed, or is it just a case of picking up focus?
I think if you look at most goals, there will be an error somewhere. You know, every goal, bar the odd one, is an error from someone on the pitch, usually 2 or 3 leading up to a goal. So if you're not scoring, like I've mentioned, we've lost 3 games 1-0. If that happens, you're going to look at the goal scoring, aren't you? Do you know what I mean? So that highlights that, and defensively, if we're not scoring goals and we get beat 1-0, we're going to blame the defence, aren't we? So that highlights that. So it's just individual errors. That's part and parcel of the game. We've gone up a level. I would say that last year, the mistake we made on Tuesday night wouldn't have been punished because it's a great finish. So we have that to deal with as well.
And finally, again, looking ahead to Saturday, obviously Altrincham lost midweek. Are we looking to capitalise on perhaps low morale in the opposition camp?
Well, Solihull lost on Saturday. And they came here and played like their lives depended on it, which is what you got to be every game. But on a brighter note, we've had a new carpet fitted in the staff office, courtesy of the media man's family. So we've been waiting for 6 weeks, and he's finally come up trumps, and the carpet is unbelievable. So all the staff were really buzzing that we got a new carpet.
Team morale's high. Lovely. Good luck.
Morale. Thank you. Bye.